All right, so we're on Theed.
Yeah, we are.
Obi-Wan.
Actually, we're in a pub, but go ahead.
We're in a pub.
Okay.
Yeah, but Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon,
Yeah.
and Jar Jar, they're sneaking around
Yeah.
Theed.
Yeah.
And they see Padme and
Right.
her entourage, her
Yeah.
handmaidens,
Yeah.
Panaka, the whole gang.
Yeah.
They're
Is
being
it Banaka or Panera? I forget.
Panaka. Panera's a bread company.
Oh, Banaka. That's the spray.
Yes,
Okay.
that kind of stuff.
Okay.
But they're being sent to a camp to be, it's like an internment camp basically. And Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon, Jar Jar, they rescue them and get them off Naboo.
Yeah.
It kind of begs the question, do you like this kind of Star Wars where, you have your Jedi and Jar Jar sneaking around? Do you find that compelling?
Yeah. What I love here, if we go back to like the ring theory, and we see how Ewan McGregor really is like almost frame for frame, step for step, copies Alec McGuinness is sneaking around in the Death Star in Episode 4, down to the way he pulls the hilt out of his cloak. I'm so full of right now, but you're believing this. But here's what I'll say. What I love about this is, yes, I kind of like the little sneaking around stuff, but what this scene means most to me is came out right around the same time as the original Xbox, and there was a game Obi-Wan, and this was part of the game. And so I just remember associating this with the good times I had with my kid who was just learning about video games.
Cool.
So for me, I love this scene. I love the covert ops that are going on.
Yeah, there's subtle little moments in the scene.
Yeah.
I think one of the ones that jumps out at me is when they are, on the sort of like a catwalk.
Yeah.
And they're timing it to where they jump down, and there's no talking between Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon. They look at each other, draw their lightsabers, they jump into action. Of course, Jar Jar's tagging along for all the fun. I just love seeing Jedi destroy battle droids, and I just love watching just them take them out, use the Force. I remember watching it just now as we got ready to film, and just thinking, that's so badass.
Oh, the double kick!
Oh yeah,
I pulled my groin just watching that.
It's great. And so one of the things though that is interesting, despite the sneaking around and the fun and all that stuff, is Qui-Gon is aware there's much more going on.
Yeah.
And he is a Jedi Master. He's sort of like, he and Obi-Wan are kind of, they're grasping, there's something much more sinister going on.
It's like a Phantom Menace out there.
Could be a Phantom Menace.
Won't be a problem. Your Highness, under the circumstances, I suggest you come to Coruscant with us.
Thank you, Ambassador. But my place is with my people.
They will kill you if you stay.
They wouldn't dare.
They need her to sign a treaty to make this invasion of theirs legal. They can't afford to kill her.
There is something else behind all this, Your Highness. There's no logic in the Federation's move here. My feelings tell me they will destroy you.
And they're figuring it out. And I love that it was the part of the downfall of the Jedi is they know that something's not right.
Yeah.
They can't quite figure it out.
Right.
Of course, Luke Skywalker in The Last Jedi says, pride was blinding them.
Right.
But I think Qui-Gon, knowing so early on, there's something more happening here.
Yeah.
There's something, that's not just a trade federation in their greed.
Right.
And I really appreciate that. I appreciate their relationship. We said in an earlier episode of Prequels and a Pint that it's this Qui-Gon Obi-Wan relationship, for me at least, it's driving the movie. It's what's keeping me interested. So
I would say yes, and I would just add to that, though, we have this interesting play now that Padme's kind of undercover as a handmaiden, right? And she comes up with this line with, "We are brave, Your Highness." And I think that's another window into the character of Padme that I know so many people resonate with. And so I love that so early in the movie, so early on with this character's arc, we've got already a couple instances of how actually good she is as a leader.
Yeah, she's great, and then her handmaidens too.
Right.
Of course, Keira Knightley in one of her first roles is playing, the handmaiden is sort of the queen at that moment.
Right.
And just their code that's going on. Of course, Queen Shadow by E.K. Johnston just came out. It kind of goes into those relationships, and it was great to kind of know that novel's out there, and then look at like the Phantom Menace and look at this interplay, even though it's brief. There's stuff going on, and I know people knock the Phantom Menace for a lot of reasons. One is acting, but there are some subtle moments here that aren't bad at all, and that are worth considering and thinking about. So great scene as it ends, and as we're getting ready to go to the next one in our next episode. They escape Naboo. They're heading out into space, and we finally get introduced to probably the great hero of Star Wars.
Here it comes.
Help me, R2-D2. You're my only hope.